Welcome to this introduction to the latest version of the Kelverion Runbook Studio. The Runbook Studio is a rich authoring environment for graphical Azure Automation Runbooks. It allows you to build your runbooks offline. It provides lots of visual feedback so you know that your activities are configured correctly, and it makes it really easy to build those Azure Automation Runbooks. There are a number of new features in the latest version, so we now include version control system based on Git. It allows you to use GitHub or Azure DevOps. We have greatly improved context menus for managing runbook activities and link conditions, and there's lots of fixes and user experience improvements. So let's take a look at the Runbook Studio in action. So we can see within the Runbook Studio I'm connected to my demo subscription, and there are a number of automation accounts within here. I can manage all of those aspects of those automation accounts, from runbooks through to credentials and connection assets. So I'm going to open up one of my graphical runbooks, and we're going to examine the published version of the runbook. So we can see within here we've got some smart activities. These are Kelverion activities, which include discovery capabilities, making it super easy to configure those activities. You can see it's really easy to add standard error handling, and we can also use standard PowerShell activities as well. You can see as we've configured our database activity, there's no need to write SQL. It's all point and click. It's very easy, and it takes care of all of the complicated syntax. So I'm going to add an extra filter into my database query, and I'm going to then check the runbook into change control, and we can then compare it against an older version. So I'm just going to save the file to the local repository, overwritten the existing file, and we can see that the Runbook Studio has recognized now that we have a change that's been made, and we can check that into version control. So if you're familiar with Git, you'll understand that process. So we are going to stage that file, and then we're going to commit that change, and we're going to add a commit message as well to help people in the future understand what it is that we've changed. Okay, a simple commit message. So we updated a filter, so let's make sure that people are aware of that, and we'll commit that change. Okay, so now let's take a look at the repository, and we can see that our development branch is one ahead of the remote. We can manage those branches, we can revert, we can check out different branches. We can also create new branches and clone from those remotes. We can also see all of that commit history. So we have the current version of the runbook open. I'm just going to search through the history. I'm going to find the previous version of the runbook that was originally checked in a couple of days ago. And you can see we can open that version from the Runbook Studio, and we can then do a side-by-side comparison. So I've got the two runbooks open, and this could be a comparison of any two runbooks. It doesn't need to be runbooks from the version history, but it makes it really easy to see what's changed within there. So now we can examine the activities within the original. We can see in that original one we've got 3 filters configured, and when we take a look at the new one, we can see that extra filter that's been configured. Thank you very much for watching this introduction to the latest version of the Runbook Studio. If you'd like any more information about this or any of our other products, please visit www.kelverion.com.